Hello, my name is Mr. JHJHJH. I presume it's something like that. My name is really long, but anyway, getting straight to the point. Today, I would like to tell you, talk about Bleach, how it has gone downhill and everything. I mean, if you've really been paying attention to the episodes lately, I don't know if you've been paying attention or anything. If you're a fan of Bleach, I certainly know you have. But Bleach has really gotten on my nerves. You know, first we start out with a really good story, then all of a sudden they start interrupting with these fillers. You know, fillers everywhere you go, basically. Probably for 4 or 5 episodes, you'll stick with the real story. Then all of a sudden you go to a whole entire thing of fillers, which really gets on my nerves. Then probably 10 episodes later, you'll get back to the real story. Then afterwards, after probably 5 or 6 episodes, you'll get back to another filler, and then back to the story, back to a filler, back to a story, back to a filler. It just gets nerve-wracking. I mean, you know, if you're a story person like I am, Bleach has really good stories and cool characters, I have to admit. Guy did a really great job in the beginning. I mean, to tell the story, to tell the truth, Bleach didn't really have that much of a story from the beginning, but it was a really great show in the beginning, I have to admit. It wasn't like the top, it was more like number 2 for me. Number 1 for me is Naruto, and Bleach has truly lost its number 2 place for me. So, you know, now I look at it like this. You know, Bleach has really gone downhill with these fillers. Take it for example. The first time when I saw these fillers, the Bell arc was the first filler, don't get me wrong, but that one was done correctly. The first filler was the whole entire thing with, I don't know the filler's name, but it came right after Ichigo defeated Grimmjow. That was a filler where he was protecting his princess and all this crap. And the princess was being hunted down and wanted to be killed. But then all of a sudden, you know, everybody was going, what just happened? Aren't we supposed to be with Grimmjow got defeated and, you know, they're still in Waco Mundo? What happens after that? And that was one of my questionings. Now, it was totally messed up to me how it was done and everything. Then, all of a sudden, probably 20 episodes later, they get back to the real story. That was the beginning of how all this filler tragedy stuff began. Then, they last 10 episodes of the real story, which is mostly hardcore, blood, sweat, action. Nothing that's explained Aizen's real plot. I mean, yeah, it does have some episodes in there where it was explaining Aizen's real plot. But the thing is this, truthfully and really, I mean, how long do you expect to go on with this, to tell the truth? You know, I really love Bleach, at least the earlier shows. I mean, Bleach was really good in the earlier versions, but you know, I mean, Wake Mundo, it was alright. It was alright. As time progressed on, I mean, it just really started losing its flavor. I really liked the beginning where it was Soul Reapers versus Hollows. It was really intriguing. I mean, of course you had to move on and advance because, you know, you can't have the same thing over and over, or, you know, people will start losing their interest in it. But thing is, though, is that, you know, you had the Waco Mundo arc. It was basically a rerun of rescuing Rukia. Except instead of Rukia, you replaced it with Orihime. Then instead of the Soul Society, you had the Ironcars. And of course, the Ironcars had a different objective than the Soul Society with capturing Rukia. and that is a given fact. But thing is that real truth is that what was with that? Couldn't Taikubo come up with something else? I mean, you know, and right now I think as time progressed on, Taikubo, he wasn't really thinking with story-wise. I mean, I think he was mostly thinking in a term of, you know, shoot, this would make a great fight and everything. And instead of thinking, oh, I better work on the story some more because, you know, this fight is okay, but, you know, I wouldn't want to mess up the story. But that's what makes everything messed up. When you just go off thinking about fights instead of stories, it messes up the story. I mean, if any of you are like me, of course, who are people who want to go into the entertainment field and everything, yeah, you will pay attention to the story more than the action or anything. Action comes second in my book, but story has to come first. But if you have both things are really good, I love the show. I mean, that's the reason why I like Naruto more. Naruto has a good amount of action, and it has a good amount of story, and I like that. People can talk about how lame Naruto is, but I personally think Naruto is a masterpiece. I mean, Bleach, to tell the truth, Bleach cannot really touch Naruto in a sense. There's something that Bleach does not have that Naruto has. And I mean, people can say all day that the fights in Naruto are messed up and Naruto is basically a rundown and copy of Dragon Ball Z. But when you think about it, Bleach is more like Dragon Ball Z than anything else. If you really think about it. I mean, let's think about it here, people. In animes, you're never really gonna have really an exact copy of its own, especially in Shonen Jump animes. When you look at it, look, Dragon Ball Z was the beginning. Of course someone's gonna copy off of Dragon Ball Z because they want to be just like it. And then, of course, you have Bleach here, who has probably, let's see, Bleach, number one, Flash Step, basically same thing as teleporting. Aikido, same thing as throwing beams and junk. You know, it's a whole bunch of things that you could go on, list above list above list. The only thing they do is use swords. I mean, Naruto is not really, Naruto's powers are more unique though. But as I said though, Bleach is starting to go downhill and everything. And the thing about Bleach is that, you know, I don't know, I mean, to tell the truth, number one, I think they grew Ichigo up way too fast in terms of character growth and development. You know, Ichigo, he was really good when you thought about it at the beginning. But when you think about it as time went on, you know, probably in 50 episodes, he already gains control of his Bunkai. I mean, not that it was bad or anything. No, take that back. 40 episodes, he gained control of his Bunkai. Then, in 110 episodes, he gains control of his, no, 120 episodes, he gains control of his visor mask. I mean, like, really, man, that kind of grows him up too fast, don't you think? Then all of a sudden, he goes off and starts fighting in Hueco Mundo, and he somehow controls the mask for a longer period of time. In Hueco Mundo, all of a sudden, you know, at first it was only 13 to 14 seconds that he could control the mask, and it would die out on him, excuse me. And all of a sudden, you know, he starts controlling the mask for longer than that. Pretty messed up there, don't you think? Naruto, comparing Naruto to Bleach, Naruto, he took steps, probably 50 episodes, yeah, 50 to 56 episodes, of course. He mastered the zero-tailed form of the nine-tailed fox. And then, you know, around 130, somewhere around there, he gained the One Tail. Of course, that was by accident. It wasn't really he controlled it or anything. But you know, as time progressed on, and now in the manga, I don't, not in the anime of course, but in the manga, he has already controlled the Nine Tails chakra. And I mean, let's see, that's probably 500 chapters in the manga. 505, somewhere around there. But I mean, come on, that's a pretty long time. And to keep a show going on like Naruto, you have to give the main character slow development. And Bleach has given itself fast development for Ichigo. I mean, you can't make a guy who's been, you know, just really got into the soul reaping business, go on with all this, you know, I mean, growth development too fast. The show should have been ended by now, especially with Sasuke Aizen. To tell the truth, Sasuke Aizen was the hardest villain they ever had, and then you have Ichigo beating him in a matter of minutes. I mean, come on, people. You gotta think. When you have a villain like that who's wiping out people in the Soul Society, yeah, he's the most powerful, alright. And how you just gotta make a villain more powerful than him. But, you know, that's Bleach for you. But I stopped watching Bleach, and to tell the truth, it should end by now. And Type Kubo, I give you my regards and everything for being a really good anime artist and everything. But I think you've just reached your limit with, you know, Bleach. So, you know, that's it. And that's all I have to say. Alright, but I will come out with another video about another topic. I'll probably come out with a video about Avatar: The Last Airbender, or aka Legend of Korra, or I'll probably come out with Naruto. Who knows? I mean, but anyway, it was nice talking to you and everything, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.